I quit saying sorry for existing. Guilt detox jar update. It's bleeding. A hilarious journey to unapologetic liberation. Let's get one thing straight. My guilt detox jar isn't just full. It's not merely overflowing. It's bleeding. Think less piggy bank for loose change. More evidence back from a crime scene where self-esteem was brutally murdered by 1,000 tiny, unnecessary apologies. Welcome to my absurd, messy, and utterly liberating experiment in quitting the most insidious habit of all, apologizing for the crime of existing. For years, sorry wasn't just a word in my vocabulary. It was my nervous system's default setting. Breathe too audibly near someone's Zoom mic? Sorry. Dare to ask the barista for the coffee I was literally paying for? Deeply sorry. Need to navigate past a human obstacle in the cereal aisle? Mortifyingly sorry. Please don't hate me. I'll just live here amongst the granola now. I apologize to inanimate objects I bumped into. Pardon me, door frame. My face clearly violated your personal space. I apologize to strangers for their clumsiness. Oh, you dropped your phone? My bad. I probably jinxed you by existing nearby. My constant sorries were less about genuine remorse and more like verbal tics, nervous coughs of the soul, a desperate white flag wave at a world I constantly assumed was annoyed by my very presence. Enough. I declared war on the guilt gremlin gnawing on my confidence. My weapon? A simple mason jar. The rules? Brutal. Every time I uttered an unnecessary sorry, one not warranted by actual harm, stepping on toes, or accidentally using someone's toothbrush, $1 went into the jar. This wasn't just about saving money. It was about forcing myself to see the sheer, ridiculous volume of my self-inflicted guilt. Week 1. The crimson tide rises, a symphony of superfluous sorries. The first day was a massacre. My wallet whimpered. The jar started filling at an alarming rate, transforming from a quaint kitchen accessory into a terrifying monument to my neuroses. The spatial negotiation sorry, apologizing for occupying space someone might theoretically want to occupy in the future. Flattening myself against a wall in a corridor wide enough for a parade float. Sorry, clink. $1 for doubting my right to traverse the planet. The service transaction sorry, apologizing for requiring service from someone whose literal job is to provide said service. So sorry to bother you, but could I possibly trouble you for the ketchup? Only if it's not too much trouble? I deeply regret my condiment-based needs. Clink, clink, $2. One for the apology, one for the excruciating preamble. The emotional weather report sorry, apologizing for having a human emotion that wasn't pure, unadulterated sunshine. Sorry I seem a bit quiet today, just tired. So sorry. Please, ignore my inconvenient humanity. Clink. $1 for daring to be a complex being. The existential presence sorry, the granddaddy. Simply apologizing for being somewhere. Walking into a room? Sorry. Clink. Asking a question in a meeting? Sorry, quick question? Clink. Needing to squeeze past someone? Oh God, so sorry. Clink. I might as well have worn a sign. I regret my carbon-based life form status. Please deposit dollars here. By day 3, the jar was already half full. My guilt gremlin was doing cartwheels, high on my suffering. My partner started side-eyeing the jar like it was a possessed artifact. Did you just apologize to the toaster for taking the last slice? They asked, incredulous. Clink. Turns out, yes. Yes, I had. Why are we like this? The comical culprits behind the cash carnage. Throwing dollar bills into a jar like a guilt-stricken gambler forces introspection. Why this compulsion to constantly say sorry for breathing? 1. The Canadian standoff syndrome, No offense, Canada. Sorry. We treat politeness like a finite, precious resource, truffles or vintage champagne. We fear that if we don't apologize constantly, we'll use up the world's entire supply of courtesy, plunging society into a Mad Max hellscape where no one says please or thank you. Relax. The politeness reservoir is deeper than the Mariana Trench. Save the sorries for when you actually launch someone's heirloom vase into orbit. 2. The invisible rulebook delusion. We lug around a hefty, invisible tome. Arbitrary social rules you're definitely breaking right now, you monster. Page 204. Thou shalt anticipate the unspoken needs of strangers and feel profound shame for failing. Page 519. Thou shalt never, ever inconvenience another human, even if it means developing kidney stones from holding your bladder. This book is fiction. Bad, anxiety-inducing fiction written by your guilt gremlin. Rip it up. 3. The preemptive strike strategy. Apologizing before anything happens is like wearing a raincoat indoors during a drought. It's a futile attempt to control the uncontrollable, other people's perceptions. If I say sorry first, the twisted logic goes, they can't get mad. I've disarmed them with my crippling self-doubt. Spoiler, it usually just confuses them, or makes them wonder what horrific thing you did that you're preemptively covering for. Why is she apologizing for existing near the photocopier? Did she sabotage it? 4. The guilt gremlin's reign of terror. This tiny, furry, perpetually anxious beast in your brain feeds on insecurity and excretes pure, uncut guilt. Its sole job? Whispering, that was your fault. You took up too much space. You breathed too loudly. Apologize now or they'll hate you. My jar was essentially funding its lavish lifestyle. Time for an eviction. The guilt detox protocol, making the jar bleed less metaphorically. Mostly, detoxing isn't about morphing into an unapologetic jerk who shoulder checks old ladies. It's about precision targeting. Save the sorry for genuine oopsies. For the rest, deploy linguistic jujitsu. Here's what started slowing the dollar hemorrhage. 1. The thank you takedown. My guilt kryptonite, this is the superhero move. Replace the reflexive sorry with gratitude. It flips the script from deficit to appreciation. 1 old me, jar filling sorry I'm late, implies, I'm a worm who disrespected your time. Clink. 2 detox me, jar saving, thank you for waiting, implies, I acknowledge and value your time. Silence. The first time I did this, the person looked slightly surprised, then genuinely pleased. My guilt gremlin shrieked in impotent rage. Magic. 3 old me, sorry to bother you, implies, my existence is an interruption. Clink. 4 detox me, thanks for your help with this, implies, I value your expertise/time. Silence. 5 old me, sorry I need to squeeze past, implies, my physical presence is an imposition. Clink. 6 detox me, thanks for making room, implies, teamwork makes the dream work. Silence. This simple switch rewires your brain from shame to appreciation. It feels weirdly powerful. Try it. Watch confusion turn to warmth. 2. The confident clarification technique. State facts or make requests. No apology needed for existing within that need. 1 old me, sorry, do you know where the restroom is? Clink. 2 detox me, excuse me, could you point me toward the restroom? Silence. Clear, polite, devoid of self-flagellation. 3 old me, sorry, but I think there might be a mistake on this bill. Clink. For detox me, hi, I believe there might be an error on this bill. Could you take a look? Silence. You're not apologizing for noticing reality. 3. The permission slip reframe. Stop asking permission to be. Replace "sorry, can I?" with a simple, confident statement. One old me, "Sorry, can I jump in here?" implies, I need forgiveness for having a thought. Clink. 2. Detox me, building on that point, or I'd like to add, implies, my contribution is valid. Silence. 3. Old me, "Sorry, do you mind if I sit here?" in an empty seat. Clink. 4. Detox me, a simple smile or nod as you sit, implies, this seat is available, I am sitting in it. The social contract remains intact. Silence. This one felt scandalous at first, like public nudity, but for confidence. 4. Embrace the oops and my bad. For genuine, minor mishaps, lighter language dispels tension without the weight of existential guilt. 1. Bump someone lightly? Oops, my bad. Lighthearted, acknowledges it, moves on. No clink. 2. Spill a tiny drop of coffee. A clumsy me acknowledges fault without groveling. No clink. Save the full-throated dramatic, I am deeply and profoundly sorry. My unworthiness knows no bounds for when you accidentally set the office microwave on fire. Scale matters. The bleeding edge, awkwardness, liberation, and a jar that needs therapy. The transition wasn't smooth. It was a slapstick comedy of errors. I bite my tongue mid-dash or making a sound like a startled goose. I'd blurt out aloud, "Thank you," when someone handed me a pen, startling them into dropping it. Oops, my bad. No clink. Progress. I once stood frozen in a doorway for a full 10 seconds, locked in an internal battle with the ingrained urge to apologize for crossing the threshold. My guilt gremlin was staging desperate last stands, whispering horrors about impending social doom. But slowly, the jar's growth slowed. The bleeding, well, it became more of a slow seep. And something incredible happened. My energy shifted. Constant apologizing is exhausting. It leaks confidence like a sieve. Plugging those leaks left me feeling lighter, more substantial. I had energy for things that actually mattered, like perfecting my dramatically bad karaoke or finally confronting the mystery of the missing sock dimension. People took me more seriously. When I stopped prefacing every statement with an apology, my words carried weight. People listened to what I said, not just the apologetic rapper. I projected competence, not chronic contrition. Karen from accounting stopped interrupting me in meetings. Coincidence? I think not. Boundaries became easier. Chronic apologizers are magnets for boundary pushers. Detoxing the guilt made saying no feel less like a personal failing and more like a reasonable statement. No, I can't take on that extra project. Delivered without a trailing sorry felt revolutionary. The world didn't end. My guilt gremlin insisted it might, but it was clearly weakened. The jar became a legend. My partner started calling it the shame vessel. Visitors would eye it nervously. "Why is there blood on that jar?" someone asked, horrified. "Oh," I replied casually, "that's just the liquid shame extracted from unnecessary apologies. Want some dip?" The absurdity became part of the liberation. Laughing at the sheer ridiculousness of my former guilt was potent medicine. The grand finale, existing mostly unapologetically. So, where's the guilt detox jar now? It sits on my shelf, a grotesque, overstuffed testament to the past. It's still bleeding a little around the edges. Old habits, like glitter or the scent of regret, are hard to fully eradicate. But it's no longer filling at an alarming rate. It's more of a guilt terrarium, a preserved specimen. Quitting the unnecessary apology isn't about becoming rude, oblivious, or lacking empathy. It's the exact opposite. It's about respecting others enough to believe they can handle minor inconveniences, awkward moments, and a simple fact of your existence without needing a verbal pacifier. It's about respecting yourself enough to believe you deserve to take up space without a constant tax of guilt. True politeness is consideration, not self-erasure. It's holding the door without whispering sorry for the 0.3 seconds it took the person behind you to reach it. It's offering help without apologizing for your ability to assist. It's participating in the world without a running commentary of regret for your presence. The air is fresher over here on the unapologetic side. My shoulders are mostly unhunched. My bank account is slightly recovering. My guilt gremlin? It's still around, but it's on a strict diet of thank yous and my bads. It's looking a bit peaky. Good. So, if you find yourself constantly muttering sorry for breathing, moving, or daring to need ketchup, I highly recommend the jar method. Get a big one. Decorate it with caution tape. Let it become a horrifyingly funny mirror to your guilt. Watch it bleed metaphorical dollars or actual ones for higher stakes. Detox the guilt. Evict the gremlin. Reclaim your space, your voice, and your right to exist without a running apology. Welcome to Existence, Unapologetic Edition. It feels pretty damn good. And hey, if you slip up, a simple oops, my bad, works just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go not apologize for taking up space on this page. You're welcome. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.